I made it. Ooh, gorgeous outside though compared to where we were last night. Okay, how is everyone doing? I'm here. I'm here. Steven's here. Jeff was in there. Told him, tell him I'm on my way. We're just loading out. Became imperative that we stop and eat dinner first before, and then it gave us like a 15-minute window to get checked in and pull everything out of the car. So here we are. So hi everybody, how are y'all doing tonight? Hi Lynn. Okay, if I owe you, please send me an invoice. I don't know, Lynn. I can double check. I don't think so. I don't think I have anything that was outstanding, but thanks for. I can double check when I get home for sure. Hi Bonnie, there's Jeff. Hi Miss Pamela. Melinda, hey, how are you doing? Miss you guys. Romola, good to see you tonight. Steven, all right, where am I? Anybody have a guess where we are tonight? While I get caught up on the chat and get people in the room. Miss Patty, hi. What we got? Everybody's saying hello to each other. Yep. That's right. We can start, it wouldn't be bad to start auctioning off some mystery boxes, would it? Mystery items. So we just left Houston on Monday morning, which was that was yesterday still. Wow. We had actually a nice slow travel day yesterday, so it was fantastic. And had a nice dinner, went to a store that we really wanted to go look at. We could have stayed there and looked for another at least 3 hours. It was amazing. Yep. The people here at this hotel know me by my name and by face. So she's like, I don't need to see your ID. Here's your key. Bye. Put your name on the line. See you later. So that was really fun and easy. I love it that we're able to patronize a small town business that way as well. Cindy B, good to see you. Alice, good evening. Welcome. So I don't know, back in Waco. No, we went past Waco yesterday. Right past it. We went a different direction this time. Baba Wally, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, we decided that it was way too hot down by the Houston area and that we didn't want to spend 3 days driving out of Texas. So we took the direct north route out, and it is in the low 80s, high 70s this evening here. And we've been in 3 states today, so that'll give you a clue where we're at. This is a town that we patronize often. It's one of our normal stops. So it feels just like normal. We got our normal room in our normal town in our normal hotel. And it is so nice outside. Oh, your sister lives near Houston? I mean, Houston is nice. It was just way too hot for me there this time of year. I mean, it was much better. I enjoyed it more when we were there in February. Yep, somewhere in Kansas. You are correct, Miss Pamela. Jeff doesn't get to guess. He's not allowed because he knows where we are. So I will start unpacking a few things. Look, we got to stop at another one of these. One of becoming a favorite place for bathroom and drinks in the South for stopping. So, yeah. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm going to try and make sure I'm not repeating myself in terms of what I have shown you before. Salina. Is that how I say it? Salina. What is this? I think this is something I had out before. So we stopped, let's see, do. Let's retrace our footsteps. And let me tell you where we've been able to shop. Oh, I know what this is. Yep, nope, Jeff can't win the prize. Neither can Steven. What did we do? Yesterday, we left Houston area and we just drove north. And our one and only stop was at the Decorator's Warehouse in Arlington, outside of Dallas. Yep, Mom knows where we are. Hi, Ma. Sorry, I saw you texted, but I was driving, so I couldn't answer you at the time. But here we are. We're all good. Let's see. So we got there. We had an hour and a half to look around. This place is like Christmas heaven. It's not antiques and collectibles, but it is amazing decor. A few like lights, trees, decorations. They had fall, they had Halloween, they had some spring and summer. They had wreaths and welcome signs from everywhere, from all the seasons. Yep, you got it. That's where we are. Um, Amazing, super fun place to shop. And then they had Frank's bargain room in the back. That's where we spent the I don't know, last half hour or so of our time there. And I have a few things to show you from there. Um, and then this morning we stopped at the Wooden Spoon, which is a Scandinavian um, gift shop and food supply place in Plano. So that's on the north side of Dallas Fort Worth area. And their consignment section of their store was half off while we were there. No more Crazy Franks out here, Ma. I wish there were. Mom knew where we were. She knew we were on our way home. It's not that far away, Stephen. It's all good. I messaged her the other day, so it's not like I was totally ignoring her. I just was ignoring her while I was driving today. I was being a good driver and not texting and driving. See, I was being safe. So yeah, so we did the Scandinavian shop this morning, and then we found another little place. I don't even know which one it was called, honestly, near Wichita in Kansas. So no, Pamela, those aren't my favorite. I'm not a Cheeto-y person, and so, but occasionally I bring some of those home for Jeff in different flavors. Usually I bring Jeff home some uh, jerky, but I just brought him back some beef jerky from Wisconsin, from the dairy up there. So that's what he got this just a week ago. So hi, Stephanie, good to see you. So yeah, from those 3 stops, I have 3 little boxes, 2 brown bags, and a few little odds and ends and things. So um that's where we'll start today. Kristen is not feeling, she had a migraine yesterday, so she told me she wasn't able to mod tonight. That's why Steven is here in the chat, and he's gonna be our moderator this evening. Oh, the cinnamon sugar ones. That might change a little bit, but I try not to do now if they were low carb, that would be even better. Hi Nick, good to see you. Welcome. So yeah. Oh, and we went to 2 Goodwills while we were out and about eating dinner one night. I got a couple things from that. So we're just gonna dive in. I'm gonna show you what I've opened up first. The majority of it will be available. There might be a few show and tells, but I don't even remember at this point. So we worked real hard. Gail and I, just, we slaved away shopping. And we were literally doing this in the last place today. It was so hot in there. The places have just a hard time keeping those metal big shed buildings cool. So yeah. All right, Stephen, are you ready? Are you ready to roll? See what we got? So Got 26 people in the room. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Sorry I was a little bit later. I knew that it was just easier to start it a little bit late instead of having you sit and wait for me tonight. So I appreciate your patience. All right, Stephen, are you? I'm gonna ask again because all I got is this little bitty chat. I'll make sure I see that you're good and ready to go tonight. So, all the details too will be that I am getting home tomorrow night. I will be doing no, yeah, not an all-nighter. I will be combining invoices from last Tuesday and this Tuesday, and depending how crazy busy it is for the mid-mod show that I have, maybe even next Tuesday. If there's something that you really, really want out much faster than that, just send me communication. We'll see what we can do. Because Thursday, I will be unloading the car and reloading it with all mid-mod and setting up on Friday for a mid-mod show in my hometown in Colorado Springs. So I invoice through PayPal. I ship and get my shipping estimates through Pirate Ship and PayPal. Pass on the majority of the savings of that to you all. I know the shipping has been kind of crazy with their new updates, so I try and do as best I can with that. Really weird thing is I got a shipping credit sent to me the other day. So I must have had something touching the scale when I weighed something because they sent me a $2 refund. So if I figure out who that is, I will pass that back on to you because all I have is a transaction number for the tracking, and I will try and track it back and pass that back to you guys. So no, Steven said just sell Gail's Jim Shores. That's not going to go. You better be careful what you wish for, Stephen. So, all right. We do offer ups and or I do some quick claims, which will probably be a couple of those tonight. So Stephen will be putting in a starting offer in the chat. If more than one person puts in the same starting offer, it automatically goes to a similar to a bidding scenario where the other person gets to respond to that offer. And we go until everybody is out and satisfied with their offers. So I have 2 of these available. I thought they would be fun for the booth for Halloween because that's going to be my next big job next week is getting all the fall and Halloween out to update the booth. I have 2 available. I would probably start them at $6 at the booth. So if anybody wants them here, it would be a $4 choice for 1 and or 2. They do not, I have no idea who the manufacturer is, and it doesn't have anything for copyright or anything at the bottom, but they say Happy Halloween, boo, trick or treat with the bat and the little mummy guy. It's like he's peeking out. So I thought they were kind of there, and they have that heavy bottom, so they won't tip as much. Hi Maritza, good to see you tonight. Thanks for stopping in. So I won't unwrap the other one. If you believe me, I have 2 of them. And that here so they don't tip over. And I'm hoping I saw everyone. If I missed saying hello, I apologize. I tried to go back in the chat and make sure I tried to make sure that I saw everyone's popped in and said hi. If you're lurking, you're more than welcome to. Love having you here. Thank you for the support. Thumbs up would be great. And sometimes make sure you double check and see if YouTube has you subscribed to my channel because occasionally they pop that off as well. So, all right. Next up, I have this kitchen towel. It has the hanger right here. And it has all different drink recipes on it. It is a heavy linen style towel. All those fall colors. Kind of fun with all the different kinds of recipes. Has an edge design in orange. Let's see if it has, and red actually, has the red at the bottom. I was going to look for a manufacturer quick. It will be a start of $4 also, because I would probably do it about 6. Oh, yeah, good. Good brand, Williams Sonoma. $4 start. It is approximately 3 foot by, I would say, by 2 foot, pretty much. So 36 by 24. Yeah, pretty much. No worries. You're all good, Steven. What else do we have up there that I missed? You had a load of Fenton tonight. Lucky you. Lainey said she had Barbies, Briars, and Yadras too. Ooh. Yep, you better be sending some pictures to Miss Gail. You know, she did that whole Barbie convention, and she knows what she's looking for now, what she really wants. Hi, Geneva. Good to see you. So, yep, quite fall colorway. Yellows, oranges, and reds. That'll be kind of fun with some of the different cocktail glasses. You could do a really fun $4 start not teacher gift. I suppose you don't want to give alcohol to your teachers, but so like a white elephant gift where you could choose one of the recipes or a glass or something and make like a fun little gift basket, something like that. Okay. So this was my show find. You ready, Stephen? It is. I'm going to grab my drink. I think I need to start it at. I haven't Googled it. I know how much the majority that they start for. I think it's going to need to start for around $90. I know it's a big one. Oh, Gail's going to bring me my drink. Thank you, Gail. I don't know if there's any much in it. It's all right. You need practice, Stephen. So this will be a $90 start. If I'm over estimating, then I'll bring it back at a better price later. But I'm taking it to my mid-mod show, and I found this at the glass show this weekend. I have found some teachers, you are correct. Some teachers, maybe, you are right. That's fine. Thank you. I've found the bases before. I found them with the lid without the head. I found the lid without the spoon. But I got this one with the spoon and the head and the jar. And look at that face. Holt Howard, made in Japan, 1958. Jam and jelly. I know they made these in like about 6 different labels: mustard, ketchup, jam, jelly. I don't know what all of them are, but this is the first one I found with the spoon and everything intact. I was amazed that they had it out on the table and it hadn't been snatched up yet. And I know he's a kind of a higher end item. These are super hard to find all together. And I was hoping that he would be one of those showstopper kind of, everybody comes and looks at it at my mid-mod show coming up. So, but you guys always get first dibs. So there he is. Hi, Carrie Ann. Welcome in. Good to see you. I have no idea what is even in some of these things. Oh, that's a certain piece that you guys saw before. So we'll just leave that wrapped up. No repeats tonight is the plan. Okay. So this decorator place was amazing because they wrapped every single item and then they put them in the brown bag, stapled them shut, wrote our initials on the bag so we wouldn't have anything mixed up between us. So they were super good. It was kind of amazing. They think they've been doing it for a few years. Okay, this will be a quick claim, Stephen. I have 5 available. They will start at $4. That seems to be the theme currently. These are new ornaments. They have like the silver, like a patinaed silver look to them, right? Brown bags that just keep giving. They're kind of I they still look like a gnome enough to me that I love them, but they have the little elf ears. I guess pixies in a way. They have a bird here. These will be $4 each. They are not. They're a plastic, so they shouldn't be near as breakable. And they are about almost 6 inches tall, I think. I'm gonna see if there's any I don't think there's a manufacturer on these. I think these are mass produced. But I like the look of them where they gave you the metallic look, but are not breakable. He's got like a pine cone body. And then his little shoes down. Oh, Deborah Tucker, so she will take. Let me know how many you want, Miss Deborah. I haven't said it enough already. I have 5. So we have, I'm going to call them the elf ornaments at 4. Deborah. Oh, Deborah, I found some great Scandi stuff today. I for sure want to show you guys. You got it. 1 for you. Thank you so much. Anybody else? There's 4 left. I'm going to make a pile over here. Separate it. And I think there's 2 of those. That's 3 of those. Wonder where the other one is. We'll find them. Oh, these might be show and tell. Unless somebody loves them so much. I can't even remember. I honestly don't remember how much they were. I got them for myself because I love the gnome with the teal. And look, he's got mushrooms in his little pack and they're frosted. And this is like a fur, the really soft fur on his hat. So these were by Sullivan Gift Company is the brand on those out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I got 2 of those for myself because, well, 2 different styles. Yes, if you haven't seen any of Steven's videos, he's been putting out some new ones lately. I haven't watched any because I've been driving, but we could probably put one on tomorrow if we have good enough service. Here's the other one I picked up. Same teal to lime colorway on his hat. He's like a blown glass and he's like riding the Christmas tree. That's the cutest. I couldn't leave without having those. I had a hard time deciding what I wanted for myself. So those were the 2 I picked for myself. Okay. Next up, I am not sure how much these will weigh. I got 2 for putting into my booth. At my booth, it'll be $25. I could do one here for $20. I do have 2 available. They are resin with beads, like wooden beads hanging down his legs. They have fall leaves on their hats in oranges, greens, and yellows. He's got a pumpkin. They've got coordinating outfits, and then the white pumpkin on that side. And then their little feet dangle down. So he's kind of like a shelf sitter. Oh, yeah. So I do have 2 of these available. I was picking for what I thought would be fun for my booth. And this guy is about 6 inches tall and about, I'd say, 10 inches wide. And then the dangle legs are about 6 inches long. But you could push them back on the shelf a little bit too. They're all good buddies hanging out just at the pumpkin patch. I would say this is about a pound, pound and a half. So you know in terms of weight. I'm just gonna roll them back up. Keep all those feet from getting too far away. Okay. This is what we've already done. Back to the side. Hold here. I don't think I found some glass, but it was more Swedish, Norwegian style glass. I think I need to get a couple pieces in the antique mall, but not too much of that all together today. Next up, I have a couple pieces of Solja. So Stephen, that is Solje, which is the Norwegian bunad national costume jewelry. This will be a $80 start. It is a 2-inch pendant and or pin. Should be made in Norway, I believe, and it is on a chain. It should be have a little bit of age to them. I'm not seeing a mark on the back on this specifically, but it should be Norway. Kind of looks like the rose mulling kind of style in the pewter. And here is the chain, which hangs about, ow, that pin is sharp, so you know, it's about a 12-inch drop, I would say. Yeah, it's about a 12-inch drop on the chain. I don't know if there's any mark. Let's see. Not seeing any mark on the chain. I'm guessing this is pewter. A lot of the Solja is silver, but it should be marked, and this is not. So it has just that drop, jump link, and then the pin at the bottom. Like that. It's a really pretty piece. So you could wear it like at the neck of a shirt. The other one I got, I'm just gonna keep wrapping it up as I go so we don't lose it. The lady at this place she was super sweet, but she'd put an item in the middle of the tissue like this and then do this, and that's how she wrapped it. I was like, okay, we should be okay, but not exactly wrap on every side. All right, this one will be a $50 start. I would probably have it at 60 at my Scandi show. This again is Solja. It has the crown, the heart with the crown style, and then it has the dangle hearts, and they have the gold tone dangle spoons from each one of the hearts. This one should have a mark on the back. See if we can see it. There it is. This one is just a pin. And it is about 2 inches tall and about an inch wide. Well, with the dangles, it's a little bit longer, an inch and a half. This should be a silver plate, I believe, because it could be, they have a special kind of cleaner that you can dip it in, because otherwise it's too hard to clean all the little bitty details like that. But each one of those individual spoons, back in the day, they were originally hand forged to be like these little drop spoons. This one probably needs a little bit of cleaning, but it is the two-tone silver and gold. Again, this would be so on the side of the bunad or at a neck. And there is where the pin would tuck under. I think this one has a little bit of age to it. I have a hard time finding this kind of stuff. Did find I don't think I got any Scandinavian jewelry on Mom's reunion trip, honestly. So it was a surprise to be able to get those today. All right, next is going to be a choice. I have 3 choices available. They are vintage mercury glass reindeer, made in Germany. The choice needs to start at $30. I would probably start them around 45 to 60 at a show. So I have one that is this style. That's where he was blown. And then these antlers were added. So he's almost like he could have been hanging like an ornament, but I wouldn't trust that little tiny piece of glass at this point in his life. Like he's flying. He does not have a sticker on him, but the other 2 choices, they are the standing one. And I have 2 standing mercury glass reindeer. Here's the sticker right there. And they have this rectangular piece all the way around that is how the legs are attached so that they can stand. Have gold ears, they have the antlers. Yeah, I mean, these were just so cool, and that's where it was blown. So I have 2 just like this. I can take out the other one to show you as well. Let's see, I'm going to read it. It says, yep, made in Germany. Right there. There we go. So I have 2 like this and one that looks like the flying reindeer. They do stand awfully well considering how light and delicate they are. Yeah. Here's the other one. So there's the 2 standing ones. They both have their stickers. And then this is the 3rd choice. Hi, Sherry. That is the flying or the jumping or leaping or whatever you want them to be. So they had this one just sitting on the counter. He does sit flat, so it almost looks like, I guess, he's laying down if you're setting him flat on a surface. They are approximately 4.5 inches tall, about 3.5 inches wide, and about inch and a half deep. I have not seen these before. I have had in the past some mercury blown cats, but I haven't ever had access to these kind of reindeer before. And I love them and knew that they were quite old. So they'll probably, if they don't go here, they'll probably go into my Christmas show inventory. And I'm going to just wrap those up again really quick, because they are super delicate. I think they could be easily shipped, though, because I'm able to wrap them in tissue really easily. And then you'd put bubble around that. And then I would probably put each one in a box. Yeah, I thought they were so much fun. So then if anything got pushed on, they would have the box also for protection. But super neat. Sometimes it's just that I had the opportunity to get them, so today was the day. Okay, just close that right up. Protect those deer. Don't want those to fall off. counter, that's for sure. Okay. Uh, Think I got myself one of these little gnomes that are felt. I think they did a class on these. The lady who runs that shop does baking classes and crafting classes. So I'm going to see if I can get Kristen to help me make some more gnomes like this. I got one so I can have some fun making a little bit like that. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. Let's see. That's I think there's anything. I got a couple decals. I'm not sure how well they're going to stick. They've been around a little while. Thought I'd try it out on the car. Got a Viking ship and a dollar. If anyone is interested, those would be $2 each. I cannot guarantee. uh, yeah. Oh, it's a yellow. It's the top thing that's browned from the window, like the top paper that pulled it off. So, all right. I got myself an apron and then pants with some pewter buttons on it as well. Oh, well, let's finish this candy stop. As long as we're in Scandyland, let's finish that. Okay. This one is a present for someone in the chat, so I can't show you that. A clear Viking ship full of Vikings. This is, let's see, does it have a mark under it? I've had a couple of these before. I normally have them at my show for around 40 to 50, and I could start this one at 35. Not taking off the sticker, the right spot. There's 2 stickers on it. Trying to see if it's got any marking on it. I think this is a Swedish glass company, but sometimes they have just a sticker on it. Like they don't sign the bottom of the piece. So what I know is that I know it comes from Sweden or Norway. It's a Viking piece, and I just go ahead and pick it up. For me, and my, it's not it's not the important part as to where this one came from versus what the item it portrays is. So I could find out for you if you were super interested in knowing. Oh, I got this guy for me. Look at him. He's a napkin ring. He's a pewter. Sorry. I thought he was the cutest. I think I looked at him before and he's like, well, we got stuff on sale today. No worries, MJ. How are you doing tonight? We were shopping in, let's see, the quick recap is we shopped in Arlington, which is outside of Dallas, at a Christmas, or called a decorator's warehouse. And then we shopped in Plano, which is where the Scandinavian stuff is from, at the Wooden Spoon, also Dallas, Fort Worth area. And then we shopped at one little bitty antique store on the way in the middle of Kansas, in Wichita. All right, this one's up for grabs. This would be probably 30 at my show, so I can start it at 20 here. It's a little mouse. He's so clear. There's his little ears and eyes at the top. There's his little curly tail. And here is etched maker's mark. I think it is Haviland. Not my face. Right there. Yep. H. No, no. Yeah, Hubbleland, I believe. H-U-L-A-N-D. It's got the, there it is, pretty much right there on the edge. He's about 2 inches tall and about 1.5 inches across. Super clear glass. That's one of the great traits of the Scandinavian glass. Look, there we are upside down. Oh yeah, he would be really cute on a mousetrap. You are correct. And he has 2 bevels, so this flat one and then this angle, so he can sit this way, or you can tip him a little bit forward like that versus straight up. He can be displayed 2 different directions. This one is a snail. He will start at 26. He would probably be between 35 and 40. Also, oh, I just need my cheaters. Can't read it all. Yep, also Haviland. Right across the middle. Sorry, right under where the sticker was, so you can kind of read it right here. He has a little bumpy snail. It's got antenna. It's a cute little tail. Again, that very clear, like you can see me upside down again. Crystal glass. Really close, Stephen. Good try. L-A-N-D, I believe. H-U-L-D. I don't know. I can't spell tonight. Snail is as close as we're getting. I agree. He's about 2 inches by 3 inches and about 1.5 inches deep. Okay. A little bitty right here. This would be a $10 start. The pewter little miniature figurine. It is a, come off, so I can show you the edge. Itty bitty Stavkirk. Those are the churches of Norway. There's Norg or Norga, depending on how you like to pronounce it. And it is small. It is barely over 1 inch by about 1 inch and about 1/2 inch thick. Just tiny. And these also, like the real ones, have the dragon's head, like my logo, on all the tips of the roofs on the churches as well. Just like the boat, the Viking thing. Yeah. This one would be a $15 start. Here's a little Viking that says Nord or Norga. He's a little bit bigger than that church. It's a church. There's the Viking. He's almost, I would say, 1.5 inches, give or take, tall. About 1 inch wide and probably about 1/2 inch deep. Got his shield and his axe and his Viking helmet, of course. He's looking a little, oh, I don't know. He's got a little attitude. Deborah's claiming the Viking. Said he is a little bit bigger than the church one. So pewter, Viking, and Deborah. You can claim that. You can sell that guy to Deborah there, Stephen. Thank you. Make sure I need to remember your last name. Say it over and over and over again. Put you together. Thank you, Deborah. Let's see. Oh, there's another corner. This one is a little bud vase. I think I've been driving all day and my eyes were tired. $12 start. Porcelain or ceramic. Let me see if I can tell where. Oh, it was made in the USA, maybe? No, it says, oh, maybe. Fine China. Sorry, trying to get all their stickers off. So they're out of the way for you guys. So it's about 8 inches tall. Fine China, Royal Anne, Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA. They can see the wear. It is probably 70s with the dollar horse and the floral on the one side, and then flowers on the other side. Be right at about 7, 8 inches tall. Guessing it's a decal, but I don't know for sure. I'm not going to scratch on it to see. Cute little dollar though. And I think this is the last one out of this box. Will be a $26 start. There's another crystal piece. Be marked. Oh yeah, it's marked. What does it say? I can't read it, but it's the same one. Oh, Nick's gonna claim the bud vase. Thank you. There it is. Land. Is it whole? Yeah, whatever the pronunciation is. It's the same as the other previous critters, but this one is a penguin. Thank you, Nick. So the dollar vase. Perfect. Got it. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. And welcome, Nick. Thanks for joining us. He is about 2.5 inches tall and maybe 1.5 inches across with his little wings sticking out. So clear. And then here's his little face with his nose and his eyes. And the HULALAND think, but because of the script, I'm having a really hard time making that out for some reason. It's the best one of the three, though, for being able to see it this time. I love these critters. It's almost the size of an egg. I have bruises all over my arms from packing and unpacking boxes. Kind of sad. But we got it done. It only took us about, let's see, we got out of there about 9:30-ish. We closed the show at 4 o'clock and we were in the van loaded and heading to get some dinner at 9:30 on Sunday night. So took us 5.5 hours to get everything loaded and packed in the car. Steven says, give it to Gail, see if she can make it out. Steven, you're so funny tonight. You're just lucky that you're so far away. We love you. Being a little sarcastic, aren't you? Hayden there? Hayden will get him for us. Okay. I thought these were fun. This is from today. Um, I have a choice. They are new old stock in the box. I'm guessing 80s because it's made in China. Kate hit me. She hit me. Um, Halloween style ceramic candle holders. They do have a barcode on them, but I believe because of the pricing on them and the way the boxes look, made in China, but they're Advanced International Incorporated, Bronx, New York. It has a barcode, but I think that was somewhere in the 80s. So, I mean, give or take 20 to 30 years old. It's There's the graphic on the front. This is the original price it was sold at. The choice will be I probably put them for 10 or 12 in my booth. So let's do a $9 start here. Here's the box. I mean, they are wrapped up in the packing, in the box, haven't been out. This one is the witch on the jack-o'-lantern. So this is the first time they have seen like the light of day. Ceramics, so they're the kind of like where everybody was starting to make um like the hobby pieces, 70s, 80s, and then they started mass producing them because they saw how much everybody liked them. Here she is. Purple with the black cape. There's a jack-o'-lantern. She's got a broom. I would say about 5.5 inches tall. Um, Here's the opening to put a tea light in. It's orange color on the jack-o'-lantern. And then the other choice is the bat on a jack-o'-lantern on a skull something. Uh, I don't find things in this kind of vintage condition very often. This is how they shipped them across the world, nested in shredded paper in this little cardboard box, and they survived, which is amazing to me. See what they're Get this guy out for you. They had one out on display at the booth, so I did see what he looked like. So look, he's kind of sticking to the paint a little bit, that paper, after it's sat in that box that long. See how successful we can be. Yep, he might have to have a little bit of help soaking off that on the front. There it is. So bat on the jack-o'-lantern on whatever we're going to call this shape with the skull on it. I thought they were fun vintage Halloween. So each of the boxes is about 5 inches by 3 by 3, give or take. Put them right back in their little nest of paper because that will just be a mess too. That gets all that. I know it does look like that, but guess I kept them safe enough, just like that. You're going here. You're going here. But I'm going to put you back in your paper super fast. I don't know if I'll be able to display. I guess I can display the boxes. Boxes get separated from items so quickly in my booth. I can stand them right on top of them. Somebody will pick up the item and leave the box behind. And I kind of think that's half the charm of those. Yeah, I can't turn it down over here. Bummer. We've taped these, and it's not in anywhere. Okay. Next up, it's like a surprise. I don't know what she wrapped where. I have a Fittin' Bear, nice and shiny, no paint. Steven, you have an idea of what color this one is called? He's blue, almost that gray steel blue. This one will start at $35. Here is his little Fittin' logo on his backside. These are those typical sitting bears, about 3.5 inches tall. This one is okay. Cobalt. He's darker than cobalt. This is we after we went to the Christmas store, all Gail and I could say to each other all day was, "Oh, cute! Oh, cute! Isn't that cute?" So everything is cute. So we just lost all track of any other word to describe anything after we spent hours in the Christmas store. Sorry, he's got his tag still here. This is, yeah, oh for cute for sure. So True Blue, okay, we'll call him True Blue. A pot metal that has a silver metallic finish, but it has a lucite stand here. This is for rings, to put your rings on. It can go either way. It's not fixed in the middle, but this glows. Well, 365 doesn't like it. I know it does. Starting price on this will be, I probably put it at about 26 to 28 at my mid-mod show, so I can start this at, let's start it at 18. Can we see that? Is that showing up at all? Here. There's the reaction to the black light. So you know it's that older lucite plastic. But it is, yeah, a bright red lucite core with a bird on a tree stump for a little ring holder. I would say this is about 4 inches long, stands about 2.5 inches tall, and about 2 inches, 2.5 with the tail on the bird. I don't think there's any mark on the bottom. But I haven't seen, I've seen like the little pot metal earring stands with all the holes in them, but I've not seen a ring stand before. And if I haven't said it before, I'm going to a mid-mod show this weekend when I get home. So it's a good candidate for that. What do we got here? This one I might keep for myself. I love it. Spray paint it black. I might change it a little bit. This is a Swedish glass bike company here. I've not been able to afford these in the full-blown Scandinavian shops, but this one was in the antique shop, and it was within my price range. And they make these like nesting, different sizes. So that one's going home to my Viking ship collection. Imagine that. That seems to be what I am collecting currently. I don't see them very often. So when I see one that is really different, I try and pick it up. I believe this is a Ellie Smith hobnail flower light, then ebony. It should. I'm not going to untape it all. It should be black amethyst. It's the big size. I think for the show, the glass show, it would probably start somewhere between $45 and $55. And I could start it at 40 for you all. You can know that it is not Fenton by how shallow these hobnails are. They're not pointy. Ellie Smith had a couple different sizes made. What I'm not totally sure on if this is the correct frog, because they should, from my recollection, what I don't know is if Ellie Smith's ones have the candle holder in the middle, and if somebody just married this up with a black frog. But hard to find either one of these, let alone even married up in the wrong combination. I think we saw the frog this size at the show were in Houston were $25, $30 with the frog alone. So, and the Ellie Smith bottom portion of this, it's the same company that has the bittersweet bases, the smoothie, the pineapple and the diamond, those shapes. That's the same company. I haven't held this one before. I've had a smaller one, which was probably half about that size of big around, but not this big a one before. Am I mesmerizing everyone? Stephen's still awake, I see. Thank you, Stephen, for jumping in last minute. I do appreciate it. Sometimes I set a few things up on the counter and then I forget by the time I get up there what I actually have in my pile. This is a purse or pocket style. Oh, wow. You've been burning the candle at both ends, huh, Stephen? Glass perfume bottle. The newer style, because it has the spray with the, you can see, can I hold anything up dark behind it? You can see the little tube goes down into it. This is pretty much a cobalt color. It'd be a $10 start. I don't think there's been anything in it. I'm going to spray it. Yeah. It has a very, very faint scent to it. I believe it's refillable, but I do not know how, and I'm not going to try. So the top is an acrylic lid, but still a fun display piece with the pointed edge like that, so there's nowhere for it to stand. Oh, Mom's been in and out too. Yep, that's what I had a little got to catch up with my brother-in-law driving in today, and he said he's watched a few sales, and Jeff said, well, should she put you to sleep yet? Apparently that's one of my outstanding qualities. Next up, what does that say? I have a jack-o'-lantern tumbler. It's plastic, the drinking glass. And it's marked on here. I don't know if we can catch it or not. Just trying to read it. Wash, hand wash, before use, no something in dishwasher, then maybe a patent pending. $8. I mean, it's kind of a fun tumbler shape. I thought he was a fun, happy pumpkin. You can see I started picking for fall for my booth. People had a lot of fall and Christmas starting to be out in some of the antique malls we were at. What do we got? Oh, blocked Santa ornament. Oh, where does his foot fall off? Poor Santa lost his foot. It'll be a $6 start. Put his boot back on. There we go. He's flocked, his plastic hands, face, boots. About a 3-inch tall Santa. I'm sure he is made in China. He's got a little plastic belt. He's so excited. He does have a little bit of a misshape or a piece missing on that boot, but it does stay on. It could be glued on, but it does stay on pretty well. So Stephanie is in at 6 on the Santa. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. Block Santa ornament. Okay. Sell that to Miss Stephanie. Thank you so much. I don't see, I'll look at the bottom of his shoes just in case, but I don't see a mark on him. I love his face. He's got a great expression on him. Thank you, Stephanie. Found another heavy one. I know what it is. Let's see. It'll be a $45 start. Maybe 50 to 55 at Gala. This is the milk glass bear, the sitting bear again, with a blue. Stephen, help me out on the pattern. The floral pattern. There's a name for it. Painted on his head, on his back, the face, and his belly. Here is his little Benton logo on his backside, and he is painted by E. Anderson. Elizabeth is the name of the floral pattern. So again, the sitting bear style. These are the two I found today, which I was surprised. It was the last time I looked at the booth about for the third time on the way up to checkout, and they were stuck in a corner, and I didn't see them until I did one more once over. Camera's having a hard time focusing on that white. We've had baskets, comports, what else? Vases in that pattern way, in all different shapes. I think maybe I've seen the lamp in it, but I haven't had it. Okay. This guy's super cute. $12 start. I probably am under this one. Joseph Original, made in Japan. Santa mug. He does have a little bit of paint loss right here. Well, it might be a little, it's thick enough. It doesn't feel like a chip, but it feels really thick for just paint loss. He has the holly with the berries. He has a cutest little face. Well, yeah, look at those eyelashes. I have not seen, I've seen the Santa mugs in the pitcher and mug set, like the regular size for drinking. I've seen the miniature Holt Howard mugs, but I haven't seen a Joseph Original one. And he's a little bit smaller than, say, I mean, here's the regular good size tumbler. He's a little bit smaller than that. Maybe a 6-ounce if you really want to drink out of it. But you turn them just a smidge, you're not even going to see that. And you could probably touch it up with some, I would say maybe even some nail polish would help, because this is the cold paint and it's going to pop off again if it has a raw edge on it. Oh, 1, 2, 3. What is this? Trying to think. This, okay. She was very generous with the tissue. So you can hardly tell the difference between a mug and a Fit and Bear in the wad of tissue. Santa figurine, ceramic. What I don't know is if he was painted like a hobby piece or mass produced. There's something right here. Let me see if I can read that. He will be a $8 start. Oh, did I lose? Oh, cheaters. Got it. Oh, it does have a mark on it. This might be somebody's initials. BDL or 8DL right there. I don't think it would be the other way because then the L would be upside down. Oh, there's a copyright. That is how he was originally painted. It is not. Look at that. You can see something there. And the copyright 1950 on his present bag. Where there's the copyright. Yeah. Mallory. Hey, Jeremy, good to see you tonight. So Mallory. So I'm guessing that's probably made in Japan for that era. I don't like. So then my question is, was he maybe touched up? Don't know. But he is standing there with his hands on his hips. He's about 3.5 to 4 inches tall, about 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Got bright blue eyes. He needs a little bit of washing right up there, but other than that, he's got a little soot on his hat from delivering presents to the good little boys and girls. Okay. That. I think I have one more item from the antique shop, and then I have a couple of new things, and then I think that is it for tonight. We have made it almost all the way through. Didn't have very many stuff, so thought we did pretty good considering. What's that? No, it's fine. Thank you, yeah. How I walk around the antique mall now with the cheaters on my head, because between how dark it is in some of the booths and the lighting, and then the cast the shadows on items, so I'm like constantly pulling out my cheaters out of my purse so I can read the little itty bitty tags they have. Okay, this guy is going to be. I would put him at about 24 to 28 in my booth, so he can start at 18. This is almost a full-size boot. Shiny black glaze, textured up at the top, holly and berry. I'm thinking this one, because of the points from the glaze, this was probably a hobby piece. I have not. I've been looking around here. It's got the detailing here on the boot. It's ceramic. It'd make a great vase, or to hold some other picks, or can you imagine a great bottle brush tree coming out of here? It's really good. The shiny black glaze is amazing. I'm not seeing any other marks like we did on the Santa for what it is. But it is a big piece. I'm going to say about 10 inches tall. That's about 8 inches for me. So say about 10 inches, and then the bottom is about 9 inches. And I would say about 4 inches wide. You have thank you, Stephanie. It's even got the little crinkle of the wear made into the pottery. And we can hear Verlaine is at 18. Thank you. Yes, poinsettias. Are candy canes, those acrylic candy canes. You could do so much with this. So the ringing in the pottery tells us there's no cracks. Oh, I found a crack in one of my bittersweet vases when we unloaded it at the show. I was so sad. So, almost a full size boot, depending on what your shoe size is. But, all right, I'm going to put boot vase. I'm going to need to put some new batteries in my flashlights. Yeah, it was one of my bittersweets that has they call the pitcher style. So it has the two pulled sides. One pulls up for the spout of the pitcher, and the other one curls around to the handle. It has a crack from one edge of the vase all the way around under the handle. Super sad when that happened. When we saw that. All right, so Verlaine is out. Thank you so much. We have Stephanie at 20. Thank you both. Appreciate your offers. Okay, Mr. Boot, you're going to sit here right now. Okay. I have a few new items, and that's the last of it for tonight. Let's see. These will be $2 each. I'd put them in my booth for $3. They are wooden gnome ornaments. They are flat and no detailing on the back. And then the beard is painted white on the front with the nose kind of hanging out. They're about 3.5 inches long. They have the eye hook and then the jute for hanging them as an ornament. And I have a dozen of these available. There were a couple booths that had a whole bunch of brand new stuff. It was kind of amazing. They had a couple, they had a stacked, a little plastic stack of skeletons, and it lit up and then had noise, and it screamed. That's all it did was scream at you. I was like, oh, that can stay here. I don't need a skeleton to scream at me at my house. Salt and pepper shaker sets. They'll be $4, just straight claim. I have 2 available of the little ghost set. So this one has a little smiley face with his hands out with the 3 holes, and he's got a little smiley face with his hands in with the 2 holes as the set. They have the rubber stoppers. So you can just put ghost in the chat for those shakers. Yeah, but you have to turn it on. It's not like it's remote or something. I have 1 set of the gnome shakers, $4. Just put gnome in the chat. He's got the sunflower, and his match has a little pumpkin. So they're opposite, red, green, and brown. The gnome shakers and the stoppers. These are the ornaments. You got it, Stephen. I see you. You're good. I have 2 of the black cat shaker sets. So here's the back. 3 and 2. This little black cat is a mummy. Looks like he's got fangs even. Bright yellow eyes. And the little witch hat on this black cat. So I have 2 sets of those with the rubber stoppers. Two left. Actually painting gnomes, Jeremy? Have to send me pictures. Gail and I just, it's kind of funny because I'm like, oh, Gail, look at this gnome. She's like, oh, I like that one too. And we get the same thing. Pick the same ones. I have one set of the cauldron with the black hat, and they sit. So here's the black hat, here's the cauldron, and they sit really cute like this on top of each other for a display. Turn them the right way. I suppose then you'd see his detail. And the last set I have, $4 quick claim, are the little snowman shakers. Keep their stoppers. And they are, the one has the cardinal and the top hat. And the other one has a hat and scarf. Well, he has a scarf too, but let's see, where do they shake from? This one has 3. That one has the 2. They're a little bit taller. And that is the last of the shaker quick claims available. And I think that pretty much does it. The only thing I have held back is a couple pixies to put in my next pixie sale, which I will need to schedule. And I think that's it. I think you got to see almost everything else that I found over the last couple days, including at the show, at the glass show. So, yeah, we have tons of tissue paper. I think they're all out at this point. So, if anybody's watching on the replay, or if there's something that we passed by that you're interested in, you can send me an email at vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com, and or you can put a comment on the video. And if there's something that is still available, I will make sure to let you know one way or the other. So thanks, Jeremy. You have a good night too. Wonderful. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it so much. And I think we're just, we've made it all the way through all the things, all the stuff. So I'm going to let Stephen head out early because I know I have kept him extra because he just last minute modded for me. So it's late and I know it's a little bit shorter than normal, and I appreciate you guys coming and joining me and seeing what we found on the road this time. So next week, Tuesday, I will be home. I will have been home for a few days, but I will have a show in between. So hoping that I will be awake by next Tuesday night still to come and say hello to everybody. So have a great night, everybody. I appreciate your support and your purchases so much. So I'll see you next time. Good night.